I tell you, this is the most painful thing to watch. It was an episode of the Oprah Winfrey Show in 2005. This is so painful. Like, I'm sorry. I know this sounds real stupid. But if I was going to cheat and I was going to openly tell my guy or my husband that I cheated, I wouldn't do it on national TV. Mainly because if you guys don't work it out and you try to get with somebody else, they're going to look at that video and say, oh, but you cheated with X, Y, and Z and you did this and this and this. The reason why I talk about my stuff is because I'm trying to keep myself grounded and just say, listen, I'm not perfect. I'm one of those Christians who thought I was just it and at a young age and just want to do stuff. Now that I'm a little bit older, I see that things can be changed a little bit different. You know what I mean? I'm not out here just in these streets acting a fool like I was. You know, I mean, I had my moments. Every woman does. But I couldn't be a man and be on the Oprah show and just openly telling the world I cheated on my wife. Like, I couldn't mentally, like, if it was me, I would be like, I wouldn't want to know that. Like, why couldn't we just have this conversation in marriage counseling? You know what I'm saying? It's those kind of conversations where you like, oh my God, I did X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? I say what I say not to put my business out there. I say what I say to get some type of freedom because I tried to make a justification. Like, I'll be honest about this situation. I try to justify the situation that I liked women. Here's why. I didn't want my mother to know that I was liking girls because I felt like if she knew that, then she would have did like her and Auntie Karen was, because Auntie Karen for like 35 years was a lesbian, got delivered or whatever, and now she likes men. But the thing about it was I didn't want to explain to my mom why my sexuality was different. I wasn't really ready to talk about it because I felt like, well, she just gonna judge me like the rest of them do. She gonna tell me about the Bible. She gonna tell me about Romans. But the thing about it is, we, just like how Terrence said in that video, we manipulate our loved ones into believing it's the other person because we're not willing to take ownership of the fact that we found gratification in that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You can't just sit there and judge every situation as, oh, it's her, it's her, it's her, or it's him. If you're in a relationship with a woman and she cheats on you, women manipulate too. We always try to make it seem like, well, he came on to me. Men don't come on to a woman unless you do something first. Now, there are some men that just be like, want to just flirt. But you know how we do things. You know how we put our makeup on, ladies. We know how we wear our clothes. You know the seductive way you walk and say something, and you know the difference. You know the difference. So to sit there and to be honest with you, if that wasn't the situation, Jezebel wouldn't be a spirit for the women and men as well. We just got to stop talking about it's just the men. Sometimes it's women too. And the reason why I say women, because in my faith, the only thing they think is women are always wrong, but they don't never talk about the women cheating in church. See, that's the thing that we need to talk about in church. In church, there's a lot of homosexuals, a lot of child predators, and cheaters. You got a lot of husbands cheating on their wives, a lot of bishops cheating on their wives with the secretaries, a lot of evangelists cheating on their husbands with other pastors. It happens. It's not a good thing to do, but that's the reason why we as a young adults think we can get away with it because we've been watching it our whole entire lives. Some of the biggest name bishops in this city, in Indianapolis, that everybody knows are cheaters too. I can't tell you who, but we got a lot of cheaters, including Bishop Ellis is a cheater as well. I mean, if we're going to talk about it, let's be real. But he is the main one because my thing about it is, if you're a married man, I wouldn't be sitting there touching on Ariana Grande's boob. That girl is about my age. You about 50 something. What you doing touching another girl? You got a woman to touch all her little breasts. Like, I don't get that. But we women, we do it too. So it's like, if we wanted, like, for me, it wasn't about that I wanted a free car. To me, it was just about the fact that I wanted to be happy. I wanted to feel important, and I just got out of a bad relationship, and I thought I could just flirt with somebody. Do I regret it? Absolutely. Because I was like, dude, he was already with somebody. What am I doing? So I had to go to God, get deliverance. I cut him out of my life. Like, I'm not going to let you do stuff like that. Like, listen, here's the thing. You got to be careful who you mess with. You know what I'm saying? Just because, and they will come back. So I had to tell myself, listen, I can't do X, Y, and Z. I can't do this and I can't do that. That's what I told myself. You know, anytime when a man tells you there's rules to the situation of cheating, you just shouldn't cheat. Because why would you cheat in the first place if it's only going to cost you some problems? For real. Sorry, my lip gloss is like sticking together. I can't stand that taste. But it's the truth. Like, nobody wants to be honest about that. We cheat too. Women do too. Women get lonely. We feel like we don't have nobody. I'm in the restroom. That's why you're hearing that in the background. So, the restroom. But yeah, get out of the toilet, lady. Sit down. Sit down. Thank you. Anyway. Yes, women, we cheat too. I mean, let's just be honest with you. There are so many reasons why women cheat. Sometimes they feel like their husband ain't nothing. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. And, Lord, don't take this the wrong way. You know, I love y'all. But if I was Beyonce, I would have had a couple of side niggas. I'm sorry. And I know that sounds disrespectful, but given the situation of the Lemonade album, I would have never just, oh, nah. As fine as I am, and you gonna cheat me, and I basically made the relationship what it was, girl, please. I would have had 16 boyfriends if I was her. But hey, that's Beyonce. I can't tell you about that. But to be honest with you, I would have. The reason why I say that is because me and my friend were doing this paper on her relationship and the reason why she made the Lemonade album. And I think Alicia got an A on that paper. But we were just smoking, getting high, and we was like, that's effed up that he would cheat. But see, we can't just sit there and say the men cheat and women do too. I'm not saying Beyonce in her situation, she cheated. I'm just saying in general, women. So Beehive, sit down somewhere before you get exterminated. Ain't nobody talking about Beyonce in a bad way. Learn to grow up. Some people have a right to make a statement as an example. Know the difference before you try attacking bee sting, because I've stumped on bees before. I'm dangerous. You don't want what I got packing, okay? If somebody wanted to come after Beyonce, they would have done it a long time ago. I'm not that one. I've been a Beyonce fan since I was a kid. So before you start jumping in the conversation, like I said, X, Y, and Z, do your research, learn to keep your mouth, and keep my name and your stupid little bee emojis out my conversation. If you can't be appropriate, you will get blocked. Because I'm tired of you guys every single time when somebody talk about a famous person, you want to sit there and stir up confusion. If I wanted to be disrespectful, I would have. Why would I disrespect her? I like her as an artist. Anyway, I'm just saying if somebody would have cheated on me like he cheated on her, I would have side niggas. So if y'all got something to say about it, you need to speak up now. Oh, I didn't think so. So keep my name out your mouth or get slapped. Period. Because I'm not here to play no games with you ugly people. Half of y'all can't even dance on beat like she does. That's the reason why she's Beyonce and you guys are the fans. Because you can't dance. Okay. Anyway, I just had to say that because y'all be getting on my nerves with this stupid stuff. You be aggravating people for no reason and wonder why don't nobody want to deal with y'all. We can be Beyonce fans too, but y'all don't have to be the devil. That's the reason why I be cursing y'all out on Instagram, because y'all stupid. She ain't thinking about you and all the other stuff. She got 3 kids. What you think she gonna be worrying about? You or her kids? Her kids. Anyway, it just pisses me off because we as women in the church, we don't really get enough love, because in church they always say, oh, it's the woman, it's the woman, it's the woman. Okay, so why are you looking at the women then? Y'all never want to talk about what y'all be doing while your wife is asleep, while your kids are asleep, why there's all these other things. You don't want to talk about that. You never want to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about it. But I'm here to talk about it. I'm going to make a 2-part series of why people in church need more prayer than sometimes the world, because we don't want to be honest about the stuff that we do or say. It's just what it is. You too busy trying to judge the world and what they do, but nobody wants to be honest about what's going on in the temple. If we would all be honest with ourselves, I think God would be a whole lot happier with that. I get on here every day to talk about real stuff because we're all grown. Somebody needs to talk to these young people. They think having baby mamas instead of getting married is the key to life, and it's not. You're ruining your life not getting married to somebody. Just sleeping with somebody and living with your boyfriend is not going to guarantee a relationship. What are you doing? Get your shit together first before you tell him how to get his shit together. Stop trying to be cute and talk to all these people. If you really love him, you're going to do right by him. You're not going to sit there and make yourself look stupid. If you want him to be yours, let him know he's yours. But he's got to put it out first. Stop making these boyfriends have husband privileges, and they ain't even gonna share their last name with you. You haven't met the family. You don't even know his last name. He hasn't even properly come to your house to meet your parents to get their blessing. He's just screwing you. That's not love. That's lust. And I'll be back with another episode on SMS News Channel, and this will be a 2-part series about relationships and young people versus older people and the things that happen in church that don't nobody want to talk about.